Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
Hey everybody, welcome back to a quick beer review. Before we start, I wanted to share some unfortunate news in the beer tubing world. If you guys have been around beer tubing for the last decade plus, you probably have seen, heard of, like somehow watched in some capacity, Greg's beer reviews. And it was brought to my attention that a couple weeks ago, it sounds like he suffered a fall at his house and he ended up breaking his neck, and it left him paralyzed from the neck down. And it seems his quality of life was going to be such moving forward that he decided to get taken off of all the life support stuff. That I think he was on a ventilator helping him breathe, and there's all kinds of crazy stuff. So he decided that that was no way to live and made that decision. I cannot imagine making a decision in that capacity. But yeah, it sounds like we lost him in the last couple days. So he was one of the first dudes I ever watched, even before I was doing beer tubing. His videos were always really fun. He was ornery. He was very passionate about dates on cans, ABVs on cans. He even liked it when IBUs were listed on cans. I still have one of the, I bought it years ago, one of the cool, like switchblade looking bottle openers. I've got that. I was looking at it this morning when I heard that news. So he's going to be missed for sure. So Greg, wherever you're at, my friend, I hope you're enjoying some tasty beer the cans are dated and the ABV is on the label. So just wanted to share that in case anybody had watched his videos in the past and hadn't heard. It's a big bummer. So we are going to be reviewing a beer from Treehouse. I got an amazing box of beer from just a beer angel by the name of Kelly. And I'm super stoked to drink some Treehouse beers. There was like 18 cans in that box. So the next like 3 weeks of YouTube for me is going to be Treehouse. So hopefully it doesn't offend or upset anybody, but that's what we're doing. When there's rad people who share beer like that, I just like, it's crazy. So this is a beer that I've heard of and I've wanted to try because there's a lot of people who have commented on past recent Treehouse videos asking me if I've had this. So this is Silver Fern. This can's awesome. It is a matte black can with just that little silver leaf. And this is a Pearly Label New England style double IPA. It is 7.8%. And it sounds like it is Nelson and Peacherine. So 2 great hops. Canned on April 24th, so time of review 3 weeks in the can. I just got these beers. Today's Sunday, so I don't even know when these are going to post, but today's actually Mother's Day. I got these beers on Tuesday, so I've had them for a couple days. And holy smokes, hey Stifler, how's the pale ale? We're using this cool Treehouse. What is this? Is this a tulip glass? Kelly sent this glass, sent a shirt, just like the raddest box of beer mail I've ever gotten. So this beer is hazy. It looked crazy when we were pouring it, but it doesn't look super crazy in the glass, at least in these bright lights. It probably looks like it's glowing on camera. It's juice. It's that kind of orange juice, almost going towards that. If you poured milk into orange juice, that kind of color. There was probably, I don't know, a finger of bright fluffy head. It is sticking around. I'll tell you one thing. This can's been sitting out for like 10 minutes. I can smell that beer from here. So Treehouse has been a little hit and miss the last couple times I've had them. I mean, truthfully, I haven't had a lot of Treehouse, but some beers I've loved, some beers I haven't. So let's see what this one smells like. This smells very candied, very sweet, very sugary, but it is ridiculously tropical. It is stone fruity, peachy, tangerine, apricot. There's a citrus thing though too. Maybe that's why my mouth was saying tangerine. Like my brain was, I was trying to think of apricot, but my nose was like, oh, it smells like citrus. And this has like that kind of signature Treehouse, like yeasty, not, is it bubblegum? I don't know. It smells yeasty sweet. Some really hoppy hazy beers do that. That was one of the things I've mentioned in other videos. I started getting out of hazy beer years ago because a lot of them were like heavy yeasty, hot burny, heartburny. This smells like that kind of heavy yeasty haze, but crazy tropical. And for being near 8%, there's no booze. I mean, maybe the sweetness we're smelling is a little bit of alcohol, but yeah, so much stone fruit. And there's like this cool like grape must thing It smells hoppy AF, so let's go and taste it. Kelly, cheers. Thanks so much. This actually has a nice like malt presence to it that I was not expecting. There is a malty sweetness on the finish of that. This beer is really hoppy, and it immediately is making me think of, I think it was a Brewhouse beer that was it Brewhouse or maybe it was a Feiden's beer? I can't remember which one. I had mentioned that like when it comes to super hoppy hazy beers, they can be hop burny, and it like burns down into your chest. This has like the hop burn part on your tongue. It's extremely hop saturated, almost astringent. That hoppiness is just digging into your tongue, but it does not go into your chest. I don't mind that, if that makes any sense. But this beer is crazy tropical. Yeah, peachy, apricot-y stone fruit. And it's got a big like white grape character that hits the middle of your palate with all that just wave of hoppiness. It's got a good bitterness. This to me drinks like a West Coast brewed hazy beer. The finish has that, like I said, that malty sweetness, near 8%. It doesn't drink hot. It doesn't drink heavy. It's really, really drinkable despite the like amount of like intense hot burn that's on the middle of my and the sides of my tongue. This beer's hoppy AF, Joe. It's hoppy. It's got that soft, pillowy mouthfeel. This is good stuff. This is the kind of hazy beer I want to drink. This beer has that. It's not just juice. It's not soft. It's not over the top. It's not super sweet. It has that big hot bite on the middle of your tongue. I appreciate that. So this is a beer from Treehouse that I enjoy. This is a good one. And I'm very much looking forward to drinking the rest of these beers. So I can see why everyone reached out when I was doing those other Treehouse beers going, hey, have you had Silver Fern? I think they do a bunch of different versions of this, but with Nelson, that big white grape in the middle of your tongue, that vinous kind of character, this beer is awesome. So it's a winner from Treehouse. Kelly, I appreciate you sending this one. So that's Silver Fern from Treehouse Brewing. I didn't even say Charlton. Where else are they? Cape Cod. They're everywhere. Everywhere over in Massachusetts and soon to be New York. So if you had this one, let's talk about it. And if not, this one is worth checking out. So that is it. Appreciate you guys watching. See you soon. Cheers.
Thank you for coming behind the bar, in the arcade, all that shit.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA